גאטה? מאוס? Okay, we are live. Hello, Yao.
Hi.
Nice to meet
You too.
you. How was on the stage?
It was exciting. It was a full house. People are very interested in digital content. There were amazing speakers, so good, healthy competition, meaning over attention. You know, it's always about that, and I liked it a lot. Very happy to be here.
Okay, thank you. So, how do you use digital and what for?
So everything we do is digital. Basically, for those who don't know, playbuzz is an interactive storytelling platform. We're allowing brands and publishers actually to increase engagement and data collection to improve their means of personalization in order to increase conversion at the end of the line. We're doing it by using different interactive formats of storytelling that allows the user to be really engaged in the content he consumes. So for example, instead of just reading, you will interact with the content, you will state your opinion, you will answer a question, you will flip an image, and so on.
Do you think that storytelling is the next level for the digital content? You need to have a story.
I think a story is the foundation of everything in life, not only in digital. But I think that, you know, when we're talking about the advertising scene, so you know, I'm not saying anything new by noticing that users are blind to banners, you know, only waiting for the skip ad sign in order to not watch the next video ad. So the idea is to come up not only with storytelling, but with a new way of storytelling that is relevant to the way people consume content. So people are consuming everything on their mobile, right? And we're used to huge chunks of text that, you know, nobody can read, not you, not me, not the rest of the people in here. So what we're trying to do is to make content more accessible, more digestible, more fun, more relevant to mobile, more relevant to social networks, because if the user is having a fun experience, an engaging experience, an enriching experience, he will tend to share it. So the idea is to reinvent content.
To reinvent content.
Reinvent storytelling, I would say.
Storytelling. And that means that by telling a story, you need to tell it in a sense of humor. You need to have empathy. You need to have. Do you think it's a skill to have all of this?
So I definitely think that you need to be a storyteller in order to tell a good story. So storytelling requires two sides. One is a cool enabling platform, which is what we provide. The other side is a brilliant mind that can come up with a relevant storytelling, relevant story to tell. And this also is connected to the research that they are doing in advance. So you know, you can come up with a story, but and tell it to your users. But if you know more about your users, then your story will be more compelling. So for example, if I know about you that you're super keen about, I don't know, sports, then if I give a sports example right now, then you're more intrigued to hear what I have to say, right? This is the idea.
Which story do you think it's selling more? It's about life, it's about kids, it's about how do you live. Now it's the healthy, this healthy category. It's now it's extended.
So actually, very good question, and this is a question I've been asking people for the past 3.5 years. The question that I ask is, what do you think users care about the most, right? Because this is what defines a good story, that their audience cares about it. So people are saying, you know, politics, sports, sex, life hacks, beauty, whatever. And what we found out, and it's actually a common knowledge, but this is exactly the thing we're putting our finger on, it is the one thing that users worldwide, all ages, care about the most is themselves.
This is nice.
Yeah.
This is.
So you need to
I was not expecting that.
Yeah. So the idea is to transform the story for being about a new story or a brand story or a product to being about the user. Then you have his attention. Then Once you grab his attention and you got his engagement, then it's time to talk about you and your brand.
So do you think after storytelling, so you got their attention, you are there, and then you are start talking about yourself and what you are living?
About them, not about me.
About them.
Now, let's say that I want to sell you something. I'll start with talking about you. This is the way to get your attention. This is the way to get data. And then, once I have this dialogue that's extracting data and getting you into the conversation, only then I will offer you what I have to say. And we're doing this on digital.
This is nice.
Thank you.
What do you think it's next? What's the next level
of storytelling? I think, we have a few challenges. So I think one challenge is improving the connection between our ability to extract data and to learn about the users to the distribution. For example, we're doing the distribution contextually, meaning tag-based, and the more we improve the ability to match between the users that we want to target to the way we target them, that's a next level. Second thing has to do with all kind of visual tricks, 3D layers, augmented reality, all this kind of extras. But I think actually that the biggest challenge is not the next gen, it's the beginning, and it's telling a good story. I think the challenge is with educating the market to really understand the value of creative work based on proper research, to not look at it as a barrier to scale, but to really understand that without a good story, without multiple good stories, without constant effort to improve the story and to tell additional amazing stories, there won't be an ability to get to the next level of advertising.
What's your favorite story?
I would actually there is one Israeli brand which is global that I really love. They're called SodaStream. I don't know if you're using them here. Basically, it's about they were recently bought by PepsiCo for $3.2 billion. And the thing is that they have a plastic bottle, and it's a reusable soda device. So you have a bottle and you just fill it with water and gas. So totally
sustainable.
Sustainable. Totally lo-fi. This brand was about to go bankrupt like a few years back. And then they had a new manager and a new CMO, which is a good friend, I have to say. Brilliant guy. And what they did is they changed the story of the brand to be instead of talking about reuse of the water and saving money or being healthy. They are talking about saving the planet, and everything they do.
That's a story.
That's a story. And everything that they do is around that. So they would do an advertising campaign with turtle tattoos or amazing.
So they are like 5 years forward, because this is the next story of the world.
Yeah. So exactly. So they're totally lo-fi, nothing technological about it. The same product. They've been selling the same product for tens of years. They were about to go bankrupt. But they changed the story, and now they were bought by PepsiCo for $3.2 billion.
Good. This is good. Thank you so much, Hill. Hope to stay more. You'll stay tomorrow?
No, I'm flying out, unfortunately, tonight. But I do have another workshop at 5, I think here in Focus 2. So
nice.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.